let's be real. Getting called into the boss's office can be, well, terrifying. But what's actually going on when a workplace issue gets serious enough to be put in writing? Today, we're going to break down the formal process of disciplinary action, from the key documents to the rules that are there to protect everybody involved. Oh, you know that feeling, right? That long walk down the hall, your mind just racing with possibilities. But here's the thing, understanding how the formal disciplinary process actually works can turn that anxiety into confidence. So let's pull back the curtain and see what really happens when a problem gets put on paper. So here's our game plan for this explainer. First, we'll look at the most important document in this whole process. Then we'll climb the ladder of disciplinary steps. After that, we'll cover your rights, the specific rules you need to know, and finally, what actually goes into making a report fair and complete.
Okay, first up, the document that really kicks everything off. See, at the heart of any formal discipline, it all comes down to one key piece of paper. Understanding this is absolutely step one.
It's called a Disciplinary Action Report, or you'll probably hear it called a DAR. Now, this isn't just some random note from your manager. This is the official, formal record. The whole point of a DAR is to make sure discipline is handled fairly and consistently for everyone, creating a crystal clear paper trail. It's really about accountability for everybody involved. And this is a really crucial difference to understand. A verbal warning, that's basically an informal chat. But a written warning, the DAR, that's a formal, documented step. It goes into your official personnel file, and it can be used as evidence down the line. This is the point where things get serious. So how do these things build on each other? Well, for most issues, discipline isn't just a one-and-done event. It's actually a structured process, and it's often called progressive discipline. It's designed to give an employee a fair chance to course correct. And this really gets to the heart of the philosophy here. The goal isn't just to punish someone. It's to clearly communicate, hey, there's a problem, and then provide a very structured path for how to improve. And from a management side, this isn't just about being nice, it's smart. It helps reduce legal risks by showing a fair process was followed. And it gives good employees a real chance to fix things, which is great for retention. So what does that progression actually look like? Well, for minor stuff, it usually kicks off with a few written warnings. If the problem keeps happening, then you start to see suspensions introduced, first for 1 day, then 3, and then 5. It's only after all those steps that termination might even be on the table. But, and this is a big but, for really serious offenses, a company can absolutely skip steps and jump straight to the more severe consequences. Now, this system is not just a one-way street. Not at all. There are critical safeguards built right in to protect employees and make sure the whole process is fair. Knowing your rights is absolutely essential.
For example, if you're in a union and you get called into a disciplinary meeting, you have some pretty powerful rights. You can bring a union rep with you, and get this is a huge one. You can actually ask to meet with that rep privately before the main meeting even starts. That gives you some crucial time to get prepared.
And all of this really boils down to one key idea: due process. It is the absolute foundation of fairness in this system. Basically, it means no surprises. The company has to tell you exactly what the problem is, you have to be given a chance to tell your side of the story, and the rules have to apply to everyone in the same way. A big part of what makes this whole process fair is having some hard and fast rules that govern everything. These aren't just suggestions. They are timelines and policies that keep the system running the way it's supposed to for everyone. First up, timeliness. For minor issues, a company can't just sit on a complaint for weeks. They have to issue any discipline within 5 working days of finding out about the incident. This is huge because it means things are handled right away while the details are still fresh in everyone's memory. And these actions, they have an expiration date. After an employee has a clean record for a full 18 months, an old disciplinary action is basically wiped from the slate when it comes to building future discipline. The idea is to balance accountability with the chance for a fresh start. But, and listen up because this is key, that old record can still be brought up as evidence to show that the employee definitely knew about a rule if they break it again. All right, finally, let's zoom in on the document itself. For this whole process to be fair, that DAR has to be documented perfectly. So what exactly needs to be on that page?
A proper DAR is like a checklist. It needs the basics: date, time, and location. It has to name the specific policy that was violated, not just something vague. Then, the description of what happened has to be totally factual and neutral. No opinions, no emotions. And of course, it must clearly state the action being taken. And, this is critical, include a space for the employee's own comments.
And please, whatever you do, do not underestimate the power of that employee comment section. This is your voice on the official record. It's your one shot to provide context, to disagree with the report, to explain what was going on, or even just to state your commitment to improving. Your words become a permanent part of that document forever.
You know, there's that old saying that just perfectly sums this all up. If it isn't written down, it didn't happen. In the formal world of workplace rules and procedures, documentation is absolutely everything. A conversation can be forgotten or disputed, but a written record creates a clear, undeniable history that protects both the employee and the company. And that's the whole point, right? To build a process that's fair, consistent, and transparent. But it does make you wonder, does all this paperwork, this level of formal documentation always lead to a truly fair workplace? That's definitely something to think about.